One eternity later.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, if you're wondering why you didn't see me on Twitch or YouTube streaming today, well, I'm going to fill you in. So, remember a couple days ago I mentioned in one of my videos about the issue I had with my MSI computers not working. It just seemed I couldn't get a good one, and I finally decided to just switch out the quote-unquote problematic parts. Boy, was I wrong. So, the other day my monitor started flickering. I was like, great, monitor dead, switch it out. And it was flickering. There's no doubt it was flickering. But it was also, my GPU was dying. So I don't know if you remember in one of my videos, I kept saying it was glitching, it was glitching, it was glitching. And I was dropping frames like hard. It was dropping down to like 20 FPS all the way from, 160. So I was like, great, that's weird. And I ran a stress test on the system, and the first stress test, my hard drive failed. I was like, well, that's interesting. It's a brand new Samsung Evo 860. So, okay. So I ran it again. The hard drive passed with flying colors, but my GPU was ranked in the 11th percentile, which is way too low. And I was like, oh boy, that's interesting. So I figured, what the hey, let's do it one more time. The next time, my RAM failed. And I was like, what is going on here? Like, just something wasn't making sense. So I called MSI, and he said it's either a GPU or motherboard. I mean, it can't be a GPU if it was showing other problems like a hard drive and RAM. So it kind of points the finger at the motherboard or even the power supply for that matter. And I just got so frustrated. The motherboard in that one was a H410, and it didn't have any. It was supposed to have 4 DIMM slots. It didn't. It only had 2. So I got frustrated, and I packed it back up, and I brought it down this morning. I said, "Give me something else." Well, they didn't have anything. So this is the 4 different transactions from me buying and returning the previous version that I have here. So I got fed up, and then I went to Staples this morning, and they had the next model up from this, which came factory with 16 gigs, GeForce RTX 2060, and 4 slots, like I said. So that is what I did. So now I'm running the RTX 2060. As you can see, there's the same i5 processor, and our RAM 26 available. Yeah, that's the system reserve. I've got 3 hard drives in here, 2 SSDs and 1 hard drive, and our GPU is the GeForce RTX 2060. So far, it seems to be good. I don't want to jinx it just yet, but I played a match of Fortnite while I was letting everything upload, and it played okay. I had good frame rate, but then I got blue screen of death as soon as I came out of it, and I was like, oh great. So I ran system update, and there was no updates or nothing. So I was thinking maybe I had a bad driver. So I ran the I forget what the program was called, but it checks like the system registry for corrupt files. I ran that, it found a corrupt file, and it said it repaired it. It has not done it yet. I just finished downloading BMNG Drive, as you can see on my desktop. So I've downloaded everything. So I downloaded BMNG, Wondershare, Steam stuff is downloading right now. IQ, this is Samsung stuff that was used to mirror my hard drive. Of course, Fortnite and Streamlabs OBS. So there's still a lot to download, but it seems to be okay so far. Again, I don't want to jinx it, but what can you do? Oh, and this one has different fans, so this one has a little bit of more airflow than the other one had. So I'm hoping it stays a little cooler, because I think my other one got up to like just playing Fortnite. I can't remember the exact number, but it was pretty hot. So I ran the user benchmark on this. Actually, let's do it right now. Let's run a user benchmark on here right now. And it was pretty good. I'm curious how it's going to run or what it's going to rank with having OBS Studio running. We're going to find out. So, yeah, what an ordeal, though, to go through technically 5 of these computers, because this is the 5th one. Like, that's unreal, like MSI needs to step up their quality control on that, because that's unacceptable. I probably spent more time and fuel than what these computers are actually worth in me running around. Like I said, I drove for hours to get one of these things. And not to mention, they say over the phone, they say, oh yeah, no, you got a bad hard drive. Okay, so I put a hard drive in. Well, hard drives aren't cheap, and you got bad RAM. So I put more RAM in. So I spent almost $500 on unnecessary upgrades, if you want to call it that, because it already had RAM and it already had an SSD. So that brand of ADATA hard drives, they are trash. I mean, I do have this is what came in this one. This ADATA SU630. I think it's 256 gig or something like that. Or 500 gig, whatever. I don't remember what it is. Yeah, I didn't even bother with the with this one. I grabbed my Samsung one, formatted it, and then mirrored this drive onto that one, so I didn't have to purchase a new Windows key. So seems to be going so far. I hope. I'm getting so frustrated. What do you do when you can't go locally to buy a computer? You can't get anything from the mail, so it's just crazy. I don't know what's going here. We are super low right now. This was at 89 earlier. Man, not a good sign. Why is everything so low? Oh, because my one hard drive is writing a whole bunch of stuff right now, so of course it's going to be a little bit low. But yeah, this is a little bit inconclusive too, because I think I'm going to be taking out 2 of the sticks and run only 16. I don't need 32 gigs, but I mean, you can see my GPU says it's ranked below. Huh. Interesting. Whatever. I mean, it's still faster. I got quite a few more FPS in the short bit that I did play Fortnite, so I just wanted to keep you all up in the loop. I am tired. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. No, what time is it? 1 o'clock in the morning. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I am tired. I am frustrated with dealing with this computer today. It's been nothing but a crapshoot, and I just want to get it working so I can game again. Like, I had everything downloaded. And then to make matters worse, I had a whole bunch of videos edited and ready to go. And what did I do? I was so mad and so ticked off. I just clicked reset on the other computer, and I had some pretty good videos saved on my desktop, and I didn't transfer them over. So what can you do, though, right? That's life. You win some, you lose some. So we'll get back at it. We'll make some new ones, and new ones are going to be better. I think with having this, I shouldn't drop as many FPS when I'm streaming. So even if it drops, 40 or 50, I'm still going to be at, 150, because I put it on epic settings. No, I was on high with my shadows down low, and I was over 200 FPS, like crazy. So pretty exciting that just a little change like that, can make that much of a difference. I don't think the RAM is making that much of a difference. I'm going to do a test on that. I'm actually going to do a side-by-side comparison of Fortnite with more RAM or Fortnite with less RAM. So we'll keep that in mind. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's a game you're on the fence about buying and you want to, check it out, by all means, hit me up. I will get it. I will do some on-screen live gameplay and hopefully help you make up your mind. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next.
Well, guys, as I'm sure you can see from that and from the thumbnail, there is something missing off my desk here. So yes, you are not mistaken. My MSI Codex R, I believe this is the 6th one I've exchanged, is once again packed up, going back to the store. I am completely done with the Codex brand, with the MSI brand for that matter. Their solution was for me to package it all up and mail them the brand new $2,000 computer. No thanks. So ultimately, I have made the decision. I'm going with another brand. I have already placed an order. It's currently in the process of being processed. The order is being processed. So once it's shipped and I have it in my hands, I will keep you guys updated. Hopefully it's not too long. They told me about a week. So hopefully New Year's Day doesn't kind of mix things up too much. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with MSI. I don't know. Here, let me switch this around here. One sec. So yeah, as I mentioned in one of my other videos, there are some serious issues with these MSI Codex series. I don't know what the heck is going on, but to go through the amount of them I did, and then the amount of comments I've been receiving on my previous video, as well as people reaching out to me through email, there's definitely some sort of quality control issue going on, and I don't know what it's related to. As I mentioned before, they said hard drive, they said RAM, they said this and that and everything else. Well, now this one, the graphics card went out, started create like serious screen tearing, and then she started screaming really loud. We were playing Call of Duty Warzone, and I looked over at the computer and I was like, okay, that's it, I'm done. Like at that moment, I was done. So I shut it down and I opened up Fortnite and I went and grabbed my 10-year-old. I'm like, tell me you can hear this, that it's not, some frequency that's in my head. So he came out and he just gave me the look like, what the heck, Dad? So I called MSI. They said, yeah, it could be a bad graphics card, could be a number of things causing an issue. And I'm like, man, this is the same answer I've had every time. It can be a number of things. Well, how about maybe you recall the products? Because clearly I'm not the only one having this issue. There's I was in the store yesterday talking to the gentleman in there, and he's like, I'm not even kidding. I have a dozen of these things being returned. I've had people emailing me who have purchased from Newegg, and they're having issues. So it's not like it's isolated to ones coming from certain stores, because the first one I ordered from one store, I waited 6 weeks for it to get there, and then switched out several from them, and then went to the other store to get the one with the better motherboard. But clearly it wasn't better. There's obviously some underlying issue. I don't know, maybe it is power supply, but I shouldn't have to replace a power supply in a brand new unit, that it should just work out of the box. I don't want to have to mess around with this. So ultimately, when it started making that noise, I decided today, I'm packing it up, I'm done, I'm moving away from MSI. Their customer service is absolutely atrocious. I went online and I filled out the online return something or other, and it says you'll get a confirmation email. I never got a confirmation email, so I phoned them and I put a request in through the phone. And he's like, okay, the technician says, okay, I'm going to email you right away. I confirmed my email address with him. I spelt it out for him, then I got him to spell it back out to me. I didn't get nothing. I checked my junk mail, spam, nothing, no email. So I was going to phone today, but you know what? Why? I'm done. I'm so done with the MSI. So the long and short, do yourself a favor, stay away from the MSI Codex R, at least until they get this sorted out, and maybe get some like actually care about the problem. Because when I called on the first 2 machines, they should have realized there's something going on. I shouldn't have had to go through 6 machines before they, acknowledged that, yeah, there's some sort of a problem. Like I said too, like I'm out money. I bought RAM, I bought hard drives, like I bought almost $500 worth of stuff to correct what, the tech support said they think was wrong with it. Well, it did run for a little while, as you've seen. I've played, I've streamed, and it was pretty good. But, man, it's got to be power supply. It is a Thermaltake smart power supply, so it's not like it's a off-branded power supply. So it is a pretty good one. So I don't understand. I just wish they were more willing to help, like help figure out what the problem is so all other people aren't running into the same issue. Because like you can go back and see my video within the past 24 hours, it got 60 views within 24 hours, which is pretty good for me not putting any keywords in my video. That's just putting it in the title, Codex, MSI Codex Series R or Codex R Series. I don't remember what the heck I put it in, but yeah, I'm done. So I ordered pretty much exactly what I wanted from the get-go. I am going to change the motherboard because it's just not what I wanted. But, oh yeah, so I am changing in the new one. And it's worth upgrading. I got it for a screaming deal. So I've got the, it's going to be a Ryzen. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to wait and see. You're going to have to subscribe to see what I get. But it's much better than what this was. So it's going to give me way better performance, better everything. So stay tuned for that. So I hate doing these kind of rant videos and these negative type videos, but in my mind right now, MSI is trash. There is nothing like, and even the stores, their hands are tied. They're like, we can exchange it, but they don't have any. They're having to return every single one. So their hands are tied. And even the store manager was like, honestly, just let's not even touch MSI like right now. And he is pretty upset the amount that he's had coming back. So man, I don't even know what to say. I'm just rambling on here, so I'm going to end this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned till the next one. I promise you, it's going to be a much better unit. We will not have any issues. Knock on wood. We shouldn't have any issues. It's a much better unit. And no, it's not an Alienware. No. So, yeah, for what I got the new one for, it's pretty rad, pretty stoked. Until then, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.